Hello, friends. The latest war has started, and it's Barrage. We have started our initial hits, and as the whole conversation was going on, a thought came that I have made a lot of variety of videos, and I will make a lot of variety of videos. But I haven't made a video about what what is the rationale I use for my war defenses. So I thought, let me start with this latest one, where I will show, obviously my war video will show my defense, but I won't be discussing more in detail. But I thought, let me make war defense videos. So I'm starting with this latest one. So this is my current defense in Barrage. The aim is to have an ideal tank that cannot be dispelled and or cleansed and is an enabler, and that's what Snowford is. Apart from the heal, he just creates that craziness of increase of mana to all allies by 20% and sets the cat amongst the pigeons with that one move. And if you look around, I have put heroes that complement and dance beautifully along with each other. There is defense down, there is a healing mess up, there is fines, and there is mana reduction plus mana slowdown. And when you look at the heroes, 4 heroes are impact all heroes. So Snowford increases mana to everybody, adds mana. Then Frigg, she hits all, and plus depending on the tiles, she gives a harder hit and a defense down. Penalite hits hard and all. And if there is a minion or a fine summoner, the hit is almost a good snipe. And of course, she gives an ailment of decreased healing. Elizabeth is well known for quite a while now. She hits all, impacts all. And then lurking in the right wing is Alasi, who hits hard, 1, and reduces mana plus slows down mana. So that's the team. Aim is to mess around as many simultaneously, because there is a great ally that this particular war has, and that is the arrows. So arrows cause damage, and when you see the 25% damage is quite significant when we start, and subsequently they keep going through. And apart from me just hanging on, if one of my heroes can fire, then there is a damage that is caused to all on the opposite side. So there is the arrow barrage strategy that I have. Obviously it's a rainbow defense, and we'll find out tomorrow how this performs. But it has performed, I would say, fairly well. I think it was almost similar in the previous one, which was the Minions War. So there you go. That's my arrow barrage defense and the rationale behind it. So this is the defense I use for Undead Horde. I have Penlight now, so she hits minion and fine summoners hard, almost a snipe. So I've started using her from, in the last 2 minion wars. Otherwise earlier I would typically have Frigg flanking Bera, and on the left wing would be Faline to hit hard. So that's the logic that I used to use then. Or maybe, if I wanted a healer, then I would bring in Director Zuri. But now I just stick to this combo because this is lethal. Again, the aim over here is how can I generate minions, in addition to the one that the game gives during the war. And those minions are used by Bera to stop on the opposite side infection through ailment. And then Pengi goes on his onslaught. So he's waiting on the right wing so that all minions can collect. So he is able to fire that much more. And Elizabeth is there for her mana messing around and finds infection. So that's there. So this is the team that I use. Left wing Frigg is for the hit all, harder hit, and defense down. And this combo works for me. Again, I'm using a combination of anti-minion heroes and hit all heroes. The benefit that the hit all heroes bring is, even though their hit is a little less strong, they at least wipe out the minions. So that helps. And these are specialist hit all heroes. They just don't do brute hitting, but they are causing a defense down, health ailment, depending on the minion summoner, a harder hit. And when you look at the whole thing, this team just gels together for the Undead Horde war, which is the minion wars. So one thing is common in all my defenses, whether it's the raid or the war, is to keep average speed heroes close to the tank, which is mainly in the flank positions, so that they get an opportunity to charge up and fire. There is no point in having heroes that don't fire. Hence, I never understand why slower heroes are put in the wings unless it's Mother North, as you can see in all my defenses. So this is my Equalizer war defense team, which at the first glance is very minion heavy, with Bera as the tank, Director Zuri flanking, and Pengi in the wing to wait till the minions come on, and then he unleashes his fish barrage. Having said that, the other two heroes, that's Frigg and Elizabeth, are there for their impact all capabilities. Of course, Frigg's defense down gets wiped out, but depending on the nature tile, her hit is quite powerful and impactful. So basically these heroes, they are less impacted by the Equalizer and hence are able to, do the needful to hold together as a defense. There is heal, there is damage all, there is heavy minions, and there is a minion enabled snipe and multiple hits. That's what this does. So this team performs fairly well, and currently this combo is my defense for the Equalizer war. So this is my defense for attack boost wars, where the game provides boosted attack to heroes on both sides, I guess. And I don't know, as I'm speaking, I'm just thinking, do I also get an attack boost? I think I do. I know the opposition does get it. Now, again, the aim over here, I take a little bit of a liberty of having two heroes in the wings that are fast, and they impact three heroes. The reason Xnolford is the tank and he does what he does. I know logic says that I should line up Holy next to him, but I mean, these days there are crazy heroes and with multi-crazy specials. So really doesn't matter who your flank and wings are. What is important is how they gel together. So Frigg is in the flank so that she can fire fast, create some kind of a defense down, even if it is a mild defense down, mini defense down. That helps, all the other three, that is Elizabeth, and the two wings, that is Alassi, Costume, and Faline, to wreck. And even a 20%, 24%, 30% defense down is good enough for these fellows to really cause mayhem. So this is the team that I use for attack boost, and they do pretty well. Unless SG has fixed the boards, then obviously, however good the defense is, it cannot work. So this is my defense for a Rush War, where obviously I have one Alfrike which is fully ready. So she's going to be the tank. Currently, there's no change happening in the Rush format. If you have an Alfrike, you put her as a tank. And that's something that I clearly follow. Since I have got Ludwig, I limit broke him and I put him as a flank. Then it becomes a rolling war. There is a taunt active, and the two flanks of Ludwig are constantly rolling and firing away to glory. I sometimes try out a little different picture. Currently, I have Heimdall for the boosted health and the revive. That works in nice tango with Mother North, who keeps reviving. And the hit all Wolfgang, who also gives boosted health. So there's a lot of boosted health over here. If things go well, even if one person is not killed, then can cause nuisance. In place of Heimdall, I sometimes put Lady of the Lake. So her minions play havoc. Last Rush War, I had used her. And I would say my defense consumed, 2 flags per single kill. But I'm going to try this one, and that's why I'm showing this in the next Rush War as a combo. And I'll see how it goes. So that's my Rush War defense. Pretty standard. There's revive, there's boosted health, and there's mindless attack ailment and Ludwig to keep things rolling. So the key is to kill Ludwig and Alfrike together. So yellow comes into play, the holies, and you don't get them, then you're in trouble. And so I'm not too worried about yellow stack. I mean, whether one comes mono or 3-2 or 4-1, you need to get those tiles right under them. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Simple as that. And the same applies to me when I'm attacking. I don't get that, I'm screwed. So it's complete craziness. Rush also. I kept sharing this particular defense last because it's a hilarious war. There's so much frustration. I've never come across frustration in any other war format except Rush. So there it is. That's my defense, and that I think completes all different types of war defenses. I hope this gives you an idea as to how I think, how I go about it, and I am with an alliance which hovers between 50 to 150 in terms of rankings as an alliance. So sometimes we meet alliances which are 10, 15 or 20 ranked globally, and sometimes we meet alliances that are like 150 or 200 ranked. So there it is. So that's my another Rush defense where I use Lady of the Lake regular version. And do share your thoughts, comments as to how you find my defense. Can I change something? You have seen my videos, so you have an idea as to what heroes I have. And even if you don't know the heroes that I have, please do suggest. I mean, I can always see what I'm missing out on and what I could do differently. I personally believe that there is no perfect player out there. We all are learning. Today, I learned something very interesting regarding family bonus stacks of the Slayers. I mean, if I put 3 heroes at the same time, that is considered as 1 hero and not 3, which means the stack percentage will be 50% chance of the stack starting, instead of me assuming 100% of the stack starting percentage. So one is always learning and discovering. I decided to, just put it out there as a query. not being worried what will people think. Players and people will think what they need to think. The fun part is this game is no different from life. One asks and one becomes more aware, and one enjoys doing things or playing the game, in this case, well. So thanks for listening, and see you in the next video. Cheers.